Are you looking to make more money? Are you in a very saturated market where DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, and Instacart are just a big waste of time? You're sitting there all damn day, you can't find anything, and you're just getting more and more depressed.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. If you're a full-time gig worker and you don't want to go back to that full-time W-2 life yet, or you just need another simple and easy way to make some extra money, well, you should try Instawork. Instawork has been talked about on a very select few channels over the last couple of months, and I think we need to talk more about it because we are now in the new year of 2022. I talked to a few people who actually use Instawork for various gigs in my market. I've checked out some Facebook forums, some other Reddit stuff. In this video today, we're gonna have a big, thick, beefy overview of Instawork to see if it's something that you should try in terms of making more money. The link to sign up will be in the description below, but first let's talk about it. Let's get this work. First, what the hell is Instawork? Businesses are desperate for workers. Instawork brings people who are looking for work to businesses that need help desperately. Businesses post shifts for positions they need up to a few hours in advance. You can grab shifts to work in various different types of jobs. You accept the shifts that fit your availability and the kind of work that you're interested in doing, and Instawork handles the rest. This service is available in most major markets. I'll put all the cities that Instawork is available in the description below. So if you will have an idea exactly what market that this service is providing currently. Anyone that's in a major city, Instawork is probably out there putting out gigs at this very moment. I have the app downloaded, and I'll say during Christmas, even up to this day, I see a few offers in my phone all the time. Similar to any other gig app, you are in control of everything. You select what shifts you want, what shifts you don't want. You can work as much as you want or work as little as you want. They'll have the time, duration, and location and the job description on the app. So you pick exactly what you want to do. You have experiences in restaurants, bars, and warehouses. You can sign up and receive money for these gigs. As all the rest of the gig apps, once you sign up, you fill out personal information, you fill out your work experience, and in each job that they offer, there'll be a small quiz in terms of being a waiter, being dishwasher, or warehouse kind of work. You'll fill out a small quiz just for them to know that you actually have some idea of what you're doing before you sign up and go somewhere and you don't know what you're doing. You completely waste everyone's time. Let's get into the pros of Instawork. And I guess for me personally, you're not running your car into the ground. If you're doing DoorDash, you're doing Grubhub, you're doing Uber Eats, you are working and you're basically driving that car into the ground. All the amount of miles and wear and tear of your car, you have to pay that eventually. With Instawork, you are going to do a gig. It could be a gig in a restaurant, it could be a gig at a warehouse. All that is needed is you, the person. You don't have to use your car or anything. You use your car to get there, but you do your job, you do your hours, you get paid as soon as your shift is over. So that's another great pro. It's the instant pay. After you finish your shift, whether it's 6 hours, 8 hours, or 10 hours, the moment that you clock out, you swipe off in the app, you get paid. One caveat, and I've seen this, I've heard about this a few times. Make sure you're signed on and make sure you clock in the app. You don't want any goofy stuff where you're working for free because no one wants to work for free. Just like the rest of the gig apps, you have the freedom to pick and choose what gigs you want to do and what gigs you do not want to do. The potential of Instawork is basically on what kind of experience, what kind of job experience do you currently have. There's jobs where you could be a sous chef, a cashier, you could be a line cook, you could be a server, you could be a dishwasher, you could be a warehouse worker. There is a lot of different types of gigs to do. So even if you're not interested in doing, let's say for instance, you're not interested in doing a warehouse job, there may be a different job where you could be working at an event somewhere and making some good amount of money. It seems like it doesn't matter what kind of gig app you're going to use. The weakest point of, I think, all of them is the support. Either they don't respond, or they are terrible of understanding what the hell you're complaining about or what you need assistance in. One of the biggest problems is the support. It takes a long time to respond to your inquiry. And this is a problem that happens with all of the gig apps. I don't know if there's one gig app that has great driver support or independent contractor support, whatever you want to call it. Put in the comments below if you know any gig app that has great customer service, because completely honest, I do not have an idea in my head right now about which one actually has great support for their independent contractors. Second one, some gigs will just absolutely suck. I mean, that's the whole idea of working for a business temporarily. Even if you are an independent contractor, you're going to deal with some gigs that are going to be super great and smooth. You may work with some good people, and you may be in a spot where you are in Iraq in terms of being in a toxic, crazy, destructive environment. So it all really depends on the kind of gig you have and the kind of experience you have dealing with that. Because considering many of the Instawork jobs are kind of restaurant based and warehouse based. So if you're not a big fan of those kinds of jobs, those kinds of positions, then Instawork will not be for you. This is not necessarily a con. It depends on who you are, but I need to put it out there. Getting the jab. There are some states in our country where you must have that jab to work in these jobs. So, say for instance, I'm in New York City. All workers, I think even private workers, need to be vaccinated in order to work. So if you are signing up for Instawork and if you're not vaccinated yet, you're not going to be able to get that job unless you get vaccinated and show proof of vaccination in the app itself. I think they even show a little thing to say, hey, you need to show your vaccination results, and that's the only way you're going to work. So that's not necessarily a con, but it may be a con if you're not vaccinated yet. I guess check the rules that's happening in your neck of the woods to see if that is going to be a go or a no-go. Another con is some of the offers are not that good in terms of hourly pay. A lot of offers are minimum wage. I've seen some few that have been $20 and above. And when you see those offers, you have to grab those really quick. But at the same time, if they are minimum wage, and if it's 5-6 hours, and if you know that DoorDash is really dead at this point of the day, or you don't want to drive and run your car into the ground, let your car relax for a few hours, it may be worth it. But some of the offers are entry-level positions. And we all know entry-level positions are positions where you're going to get paid basically close to minimum wage. Now, the thing is about this is minimum wage independent contractor minimum wage, meaning that you have to pay taxes on this little bit amount of money you're going to be getting. So you have to be really, really cautious, and you may have to wait to get the kind of offer that you're interested in to make the most money. But I've seen some really good offers. I've seen over $20 an hour offers for warehouse positions. It really depends on where you are and the kind of positions these businesses are offering. But overall, I thought Instawork is a really good, another source of income that you should have on your phone. You should download it, especially if you in those cities and those markets that you'll see in the description below. Download it, check it out. It may be something you'll be interested in. It may be something you may not even touch for a month, but it may be one of these days where either your car is in the shop, or you have some issues dealing with the gig apps, whether they're just completely dead. And even if you have a W-2, this is a good side hustle, especially if you have experience in the restaurant industry, experience with the warehouse industry. And if you want to work a few hours and make a few extra dollars that can pay bills and take care of your family, I think it's a good idea to sign up and just have it sitting there and check every couple of days, or just check once a day. In my market, New York City, I'm seeing offers all the time, every day, about businesses desperate for work. Because one positive thing about Instawork, that you're going to be dealing with small businesses that need help. And you could provide that short-term help to help them out and to make yourself some money. So put in the comments below, tell me if you guys checked out Instawork. The sign up link will be in the description below if you're interested in signing up. I think everyone should sign up, to be honest, especially in the new year. Who knows what's going to happen, but you always want to have different ways of making money. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.